Oh, baby. All right. The other day when thinking about what to do and how to start, the goal for this is to do things that we can do without being too basic. I want to do it simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. And in order to do that, it has to be productive. So first thing before we start progressing anything else, like I want to use this first week to give you a couple different practices that you can start to incorporate into not daily life, but at least when you focus on training life. Something that I've always had a tough time with my dad with is that he works construction, and every day he goes out and he works his ass off. He's sweaty, he's like manual labor. And at the end of the day, he's tired. And I've been training for 15 years professionally. And strength and conditioning wise, like he's never done anything in terms of strength and conditioning to focus on his fitness. He has a hard manual labor job, but he does not do things specific to his health and well-being and in terms of developing his strength and conditioning. So something that I would like to do is bring attention to, not just attention, but intention to our practice. I want to make sure that the things that we do, we're doing because we're focusing on developing our strength and conditioning. So this first thing is breath, and in that, I'm not saying I'm a professional in breathing. I have been breathing my whole life though. So just like everybody else, we're gonna breathe until the day we die, but there are different types of breathing. When it comes to exercise, I've learned a couple different techniques that have helped me with breathing and bracing. And what I wanna do is first, the first drill, or the first thing we'll do, is we'll try to focus on inhaling in our nose and exhaling out our mouth, or out of our mouth. And it helps me to do this like in a laying down position. So what I'm gonna do is for 30-ish seconds, we'll put a clock up on the screen. We're gonna just go to some good old-fashioned inhale in nose, exhale out mouth, in no particular breathing pattern. The app I'm pulling up right now is called Flex Gym, or Flex Gym Timer. And I mean, it's an app that's always done me right. So I'll start a timer and then we'll go from there. But first thing is I'm laying on my back, and my goal is to inhale in my nose, exhale out my mouth, baby. Here I go. Yeah. Feels like 30 seconds. Feels like 30 seconds to me. 45. To build on that, because I know breathing is so exciting, the next thing we'll do, we'll just go into reps. And we're just gonna do 5 repetitions where you inhale in nose, exhale out mouth. And then from there, I want you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your tummy. And the goal is to get your, we won't say the goal yet, all right? Just 5 breaths, here we go, go with me, go with me, go with me, here I go. I lay on my back, my feet are pulled towards my butt. I'm putting one hand on chest, one hand on belly. Inhale in nose, exhale out mouth. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And 5. Dope. So now, here it is. Mo, zoom in on this stuff. Here we go. Get on my face. Get to my face. Real serious. Real serious. You see that zoom? You can see me? All right, so for this next one, we're gonna do 5 reps, but the goal, Mo's gonna zoom on my chest, is to minimize motion or movement in chest and maximize motion or movement in tummy or belly. So your chest hand is silent, your belly hand, there's a lot of motion, okay? You ready? We lay on our backs, I got my chest hand here, belly hand here. I want motion in belly. I got 5 reps to attempt it. Here we go. Inhale in nose. Exhale out mouth. Belly hand moving. Inhale in nose. Exhale out mouth. Belly hand moving. Inhale in nose. Exhale out mouth. 2 more. Inhale in nose. Exhale out mouth. 1 more. Inhale in nose. Exhale out mouth. Dope. So in that you have to be pretty, you don't have to zoom in anymore. In that you have to be pretty specific with how you're doing it. If your chest is going up a little bit, your goal is to minimize that motion in your chest. So you have to be really, really strict with how you're doing that. Next part is we're gonna inhale in our nose, exhale out our mouth, but on our exhale, I want you to try to squeeze your tummy as tight as you can. So you're not going tummy up, tummy down. You're going tummy up, squeeze tummy on your exhale, so you don't want it to go down, okay? I'm gonna put a shoe on my tummy so you can kind of see there's not too much motion in the tummy area, okay? Here we go. So I got 5 reps. I got a shoe on my tummy. I'm going inhale in nose, and on my inhale, I make my tummy go big. On my exhale, I want to squeeze my tummy tight. Here I go. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. That's 1. Here we go. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. That's 2. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. That's 3. 2 more. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. That's 4. 1 more. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. That's 5. A little tough with talking, but the goal is the same. Now, these things is not easy to just get off the rip. So if you have to stop and chill and like find your chest and find your belly and bring attention and awareness to that, that's fine. We're just using 10 minutes to practice these things. So don't think you have to get it as I get it. You can stop at any point and figure it out on your own. Next drill is we're going to inhale nose, squeeze tummy, and add a little bit of motion now, okay? And what this is doing is just prepping it or giving us the framework to be able to prep before we do a lift. So it's not squeeze as you lift, it's squeeze in order to lift. The way I learned it is it's from a breathing seminar by Mike Boyle, who's a strength and conditioning coach. And the technical term is to exhale on the concentric contraction. So that's what we're gonna try and do. The simple term is to just, when you squeeze your ass, you're breathing, okay? You're exhaling when you squeeze your ass. Squeeze your cheeks. If you don't know how to squeeze your butt, it's okay. There are twerking videos out there, but our goal is to squeeze our butt and take our hips towards the ceiling. For me, it's the sky. Okay, demonstration, we're not officially going yet, but it's a hip thrust or a glute bridge. I'm chilling here. My back is not arched. My hips are not tucked underneath. I'm kind of neutral spine. From there, I inhale in my nose, make my tummy big. So this is my attempt at that. And then on my exhale, I squeeze my tummy tight, squeeze my butt, and drive my hips towards the ceiling. It would look like this. I go back down and chill. We're gonna do 5 of those. I'll count that as my first one. If you didn't count it as your first, that's okay. You can do that now. Rep number 2, here we go. I inhale in my nose, exhale and squeeze. I go back down. Hell yeah, we got 3 more of those. Ready? Inhale in nose, exhale and squeeze. Hell yeah. I'm touching my hands to my tummy so I can feel my tummy squeezing as I drive hips up. Try and exhale as long as you're driving your hips up. Rep number 4, here we go. 3, 2, 1, inhale, nose. Exhale and squeeze. Hell yeah. And we'll do 1 more. Ready? Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. And I know I said I did 1 rep without you guys, but if you stayed on pace, we'll do 1 more just so we're all the same. Here we go. Inhale in nose. Exhale and squeeze. Hell yeah. All right, so the goal is to exhale on concentric contractions. So that's when your muscles are working. That was with a hip dominant movement, which is my hips driving up towards the ceiling. It hasn't yet been 10 minutes, so since we still have time, we're gonna take that and I'll show you the versatility of it. We're gonna roll onto our tummy. And I don't want you to do push-ups on your feet, just stay push-up on knees. But I want the same concept. I'm gonna lay on the ground and then I inhale, squeeze, and press to the top. Okay, so I'm pressing, that's my concentric contraction. I'm squeezing my triceps and my chest. When you do this, try your best when you do a push-up. Don't have your hips back like this. Don't do the booty do. Try to make sure your hips are tucked underneath so your thighs are on the ground, your chest is on the ground. My hands are like, if I take a line from thumb to thumb, I want that line going through like the middle of my chest or my sternum. Okay, we'll do a couple reps here. So you lay on your chest. From here you go big inhale and nose. And then on your exhale, squeeze tummy and drive up. Then I go back down. Inhale and nose. Exhale, squeeze. Hell yeah, I'm squeezing my tummy as well as my chest and triceps. Ready? Inhale and nose. Exhale, squeeze. Good, we'll do 2 more. Inhale and nose. Exhale, squeeze. Hell yeah, 1 more. Inhale and nose. Exhale, squeeze. Hell yeah. So the goal is to show you different techniques when it comes to breathing. That way we can brace, because the last thing I want for anybody is to take on a strength and conditioning program. And with anything you do in strength and conditioning, there's an inherent risk of injury, and the goal is to minimize that, because if you can minimize the risk of what you're doing, you can maximize the potential benefit, because you'll be able to do it for a longer amount of time. And in the event you do these things consistently over the course of time, it will improve your fitness, and that's the goal of any strength and conditioning program. Now, when it comes to strength and conditioning, for the most of us, that is our entire focus the entire time, entirely. Okay, workout 1 was breath. This takes us to a 10-minute workout, and I feel pretty good about that motherfucking thing. I hope you feel good about it too. If nothing else, don't forget to live, laugh, love. See you guys in the next one.